definitely one of the larger teams playing professional Magic right now. And that's sort of our East-West Bowl model. We are very welcoming of our friends, and we are extremely happy when any of them are qualified. And luckily, we have a number of friends who are queued for this PT. So just, everyone's on board, and we try to keep each other qualified for the rest of the season.
PT Origins is when I first started playing with some of these guys. So that was a really great experience, and we were all silver, so we were all queued for Pro Tour Battle for Zendikar. So mostly the same people decided to test again. That PT didn't go too well for any of us, but a lot of people, because they're pretty good, they managed to find their way back to the PT for Oath of the Gatewatch. I was not among them, and actually, since I had bombed out of the PT, I was thinking, okay, well, I'm just gonna take a step back from competitive Magic and reassess what role I want Magic to play in my life. But then I saw that two of my best friends in the world, Andrew Brown and Jia Chen Tao, top 8'd Pro Tour Oath of the Gatewatch. So I was like, okay, you know what, I really do want to play with these guys again.
Just, the last two Pro Tours put up some pretty solid performances with, Pascal, Andrew, Seth, and JC all having top 8s in the last two Pro Tours. And I was immediately, hey, you guys looking for other people to join the team? And so I was on the team for the Grand Prix leading to and Pro Tour Eldritch Moon. And this is my second Pro Tour with the team, and it's been great.
So this experience has been pretty amazing. I stayed with a bunch of guys in Atlanta over the past weekend, playing in the GP. We got together, we had a giant team meeting at the GP. Getting to know these guys has been really fun. Here, we've just been playing Magic all day, every day. It's been great, just slamming Constructed against each other, playing new decks, trying out new things. Experiencing Magic as this whole communal game has been pretty amazing with these guys.
The Team East-West Bowl draft camps expanded very quickly compared to other draft camps that have been run, I guess, just generally. It's very inclusive. It's not just members of the team. It's people like Pecula, and people came down from New York down to Middle Virginia to play in this on the East Coast. And it led to not only a bunch of experiences for actually getting to play with the cards, it got all the people who weren't on the team contributed thoughts about specific single cards that they thought were good and some of the corner case rares. And then additionally, it just meant that now we've got all this data as far as color combinations, whether to splash or not, things like that.
It's been amazing. It's kind of seeing how their testing process is, because I've never really tested with the team. When I was queued for the Pro Tours in Vegas, there wasn't much of a competitive drive, or the people that had done that previously stepped away from the game. So it was pretty much me just, I want a PTQ, I have a free trip to Europe, lose day one of the Pro Tour, I guess I'm in Europe, I guess I'll have a vacation. So it was never really taking it as serious as I wanted to. So I was given the opportunity when I met a bunch of the East-West guys at GP Portland a couple months ago. And I guess they liked me enough, and I introduced myself and I played 3 or 4 of them in that very tournament. And I remember Cedric came up to me, he's like, yeah, that's a great way to get on the team, just keep beating them, that'll work wonders. So
I joined up after Pro Tour Oath of the Gatewatch. That was the Pro Tour I was testing with Face to Face, Channel Fireball. And that was fantastic, but a bunch of my friends, I've always wanted to work with East-West Bowl just because I've known the West guys for a really, really long time, and so we're good buddies. And I think there's that aspect of camaraderie. And, of course, the face-to-face guys are incredible players, but there's something about working together and trying to all bring each other up that, I was inspired by, and I was sort of seeing it from the sidelines, and I was just excited to try it out, and it's been great ever since.
Actually, it's because of Pascal that I'm on this team. We've been playing Magic together with probably about 10 years. I started playing with him when he was 10. He's currently 22 or 23, so we've been playing very long. He got on the Pro Tour before I did, so I'm very happy to test with their team for my first Pro Tour, and it's been really fun so far.
I had my first Pro Tour. I was lost in the woods on my own, just a deer in the headlights the entire time. To my second Pro Tour, it was probably a group of 8 of us, like Eugene Huang, Andrew Brown, Scott Lipp, and all of us for Vancouver. And now the full Monty of we have 20, 23 people for this Pro Tour. So going from just having to figure out everything on my own and have no idea if what I'm doing is right or wrong, and sitting down for my first time against the best players in the world, it was very, very intimidating, to where now I get to learn from the best in the world. I get to test with them and I get to share ideas and grow as a player with them, and it's the confidence boost is enormous. It's night and day different.
So I qualified for the event by top 4ing an RPTQ, the most recent one. I ended up on East-West Bowl because I'm friends with the whole East Coast half of the team. They all really put in the good word for me, and when we were putting together new members for this go-around, I was lucky enough to be one of the ones on the list. I feel really fortunate. I mean, these guys really just push everyone on the team to be such a better player, to approach the game in a very dedicated, focused way, and I mean, it's definitely changed my approach. I mean, this whole playtesting session, since before Kaladesh even came out, it's just been an incredible experience. I mean, it's really made me focus and determine what I want to do and how I want to approach the game and work to make myself better.
I got to the Pro Tour, my first Pro Tour, through a PTQ, and I was excited to make day 2, but I went 8-8 and I want to do better. And I think playing with the Team East-West Bowl gives me like an opportunity to take me to the next level.
We've grown a lot very quickly, and we want to have all of our friends still playing because we have kind of a different outlook than some of the more exclusive teams. We want all our friends to play. We still kind of consider ourselves just like a bunch of dudes having fun playing Magic, and so there's a little bit of that tension where it's like, well, having 20 plus people on a team, is that really practical? But we're making it work here, and we have this awesome house with an awesome view, and everyone's really getting along and loving each other. And I think I'm cautiously optimistic for this as the next big kind of mega team, super team